Oh crap! I'm late for my F1 Indycar video review! Whew! Sorry everyone. Sorry that I've been late for these videos. Well, anyway, welcome Indycar and Formula 1 fans. Today is March 28, 2019. Before I get started though, I'd like to say, hi Mom, happy birthday, I hope you're having a great day today. Now that we've started that, or got that out of the way, I can begin with the Australian Grand Prix from 2 Sundays ago. It was quite an interesting beginning for Daniel Ricciardo in his Renault debut on home soil. Didn't get off to a good start though. In fact, on the first lap, he kind of lost control and got in the grass. You could say he was trying to wing it. But then on the other hand, he did lose one in the process of winging it. Not exactly the way to begin the season, is it, Daniel? But it didn't matter. Lose a front wing, get a replacement, and the engine just let you go. But Carlos Sainz before that, his engine blown sky high before you, so at least you didn't finish dead last on home soil. Either way, I'm sorry you finished nowhere close to you wanted to be on home soil, Daniel. Well, good luck in the next round. As for third place finisher Max Verstappen in the Red Bull Honda, those who doubted Honda in the Formula 1 world, I bet they can think twice about that statement, especially being under the senior Red Bull management. Even if it has Aston Martin Corporation supporting it, with Red Bull, they got the wings! And that's how you get a Flying Dutchman on the podium for the first time in Australia. Defending champion Lewis Hamilton finishes second for Mercedes, while his Flying Finn 2.0 teammate Valtteri Bottas takes the win. And it's obvious that if Valtteri's job is on the line, well, a solid victory by him means that Flotas is his Bottas, and shows that Mercedes would be wrong to let him go. As for the Ferrari team finishing 4th and 5th, well, some people say there might have been some problems, but let's see if they can sort that out in the next round in Bahrain, which is this Sunday on the 31st of March. Or the Ferraris are going to be glue. But one more thing about Lewis Hamilton. He may have been on the pole, but as a result, at the start, he kind of lost a floor component on his car. Talk about Bottas yanking the rug out from under him. Well, that's it for now. I'll be joining the Scuderia Ferrari Club of Philly in Flowertown when I get to that, but that's not the point. I'm just letting you know that I'll be gathering for a good viewing party to see how Ferrari does in Bahrain. And can Bottas be as dominant as he did in Australia? Only time will tell. Only they won't be spraying champagne, but rosewater. At least that's what they do in Bahrain. As for this past Sunday, the IndyCars finally visited the Circuit of the Americas for the first time. Will Power in his Penske Verizon-sponsored car takes the pole and leads 3/4 of the race. But a yellow pit stop, well, you could say with Verizon, his connection went with the car itself. Just goes to show that Penske is not always mightier than the sword, although it sometimes seems to be. But this gave a grand opportunity for rookie Colton Herta of the Harding-Steinbrenner Racing Team to become the youngest driver ever in IndyCar history under the age of 19 to win a race. Congratulations, Colton, and I'm sure your dad is pleased for both you and Marco, his other driver, finishing 6th in standings. True, the Nashville native Joseph Newgarden still leads the championship, but hey, Colton, it just goes to show that you and your team are a force to be reckoned with, and it's a shame that while Pat O'Ward had a great performance with Carlin, who knows what would have been if the Harding deal did not fall through and he stayed with Herta. Well, we know that Patricio O'Ward is also a force to be reckoned with, so let's see how he does at Barber Park this in 2 Sundays from now. And Colton, I wish you the best at Indy, and we'll see how you do at Indy that I'll be going to in May. It'll be my 5th time in a row and 9th overall, but I'm just getting ahead of myself. You could say that with your win in Texas, time to celebrate with a little Texas toast. Ain't that something? I hope that's how you celebrated, Colton. And with Joseph Newgarden finishing second, and Ryan Hunter-Reay third, after that engine blow up in St. Pete, Ryan, I bet a podium finish for you gave you a little Hunter-Reay of sunshine in your life. Hopefully you can do just as good at Barber Park too, if not maybe 2 positions better for Andretti Autosport. But let's see how that turns out. If it weren't for that qualifying penalty in St. Pete, there's no doubt about it that Colton would have been a contender for victory at St. Pete. We'll see what happens there. But it was also good fortune that if Will Power's engine hadn't screwed up on him, there's no doubt about it, he would have certainly, probably most likely would have won the race.
Where's Marcus?
As for Marcus Ericsson, well, he finished 15th, just barely nipping ahead of James Hinchcliffe, his teammate, at the finish line. And as for James, it's unfortunate that he kind of collided with Felix Rosenqvist, who went crashing into the wall right at the front of the pit lane entrance. But that aside, well, quite a show it was. But for Will Power to go from pole to dead last, even more embarrassing, isn't it? Anyway, congratulations, Colton Herta. With your team being led by the Yankees owner George Steinbrenner IV, it's obvious that you scored a run for the Indycars. Let's see if you can get a grand slam at the Indy 500. You do that, that's exactly what will happen. As for now, tune in on Sunday for the Bahrain Grand Prix for you F1 fans out there, and we'll see, can Mercedes maintain its winning form, or will Ferrari strike back? Let's see. I'm Aaron Cylinder, firing on all cylinders.